Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Hang on. I need to make sure that I'm actually live here as well as I need to also share this on my profile. So I'll be right back. Buddy. I have a few of my friends who are going to join me, maybe one or two. So I'm just waiting on them. Okay. Fantastic. It has been a while since I've live streamed here, but it's okay because we will figure this out. Today's topic is actually growing your business without social media. I know it's a little bit controversial, but don't worry. We will get to the content soon enough. Let me just check and make sure my background here. We are live. Okay, let me push it to another platform that I have. This is what happens when you have so many platforms, right? You got to keep track with all of these. And unfortunately, my assistant is off today. So I have to do this on my own, which is fine. Because we can always figure things out. Absolutely, absolutely. So again, for those of you who are just coming in, today's topic is about growing your business without social media. And I'm going to show you, and I'm going to give you some tips and strategies on how to do that. Because I know it's a controversial topic. And some of you are probably going like, really? Social media is good. Don't get me wrong. It is fantastic. It's fantastic. But I do want to also drop some nuggets out there, right? And strategies on how you can also attract clients, paid clients as well, enroll them into your program as a coach or as a service provider, and they'll be able to sign up for your program, right? So let's see here. I'm good with that one. Fantastic. Okay, let me send a message to my team first of all to make sure that they are good to go. We are live on I know one of my speakers is coming on from she's in California, so with a time difference. There is a time difference. Oh, okay. Let me do this. I am going to give that there. Okay. Hi, Crystal. Good morning. Crystal, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Oh, fantastic. Because we are live.
I see.
we are in YouTube, but I'm also distributing it to other channels. And
Okay.
yeah, so I am waiting on one of our friends, Carmella, because I think she's gonna hop on. And as you know,
Okay.
she's in California, so there is a 3 hour difference.
Just a slight, right? Just a slight.
Yeah, it's only a minute difference. You and I, we think alike.
Yeah, just a slight difference. A little earlier, just a tad bit. Yeah, I saw her ping and say she was on her way. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
All
super
right.
proud of her for getting up this early.
I know. And it's a last minute thing also, right? It's a last minute thing. It's like, you know what? Let's do a little bit of a discussion. So today, now for those of you who are just coming on and watching this, because I know you're out there, you might not be commenting, but I know you're out there. Our topic today is about growing your business without social media. And as you know, I know that's a little controversial, okay? Because we all use social media to grow our business. And it's wonderful actually, because number one, it's free. Number two, you don't have to put a lot of you don't have to be fancy using social media, right? But you do have to use it strategically where you put valuable content, and that way people will resonate to what you have to say, right? You have to be of value, basically. So that's what we will be talking about. And then my friends and I, we will be giving you some strategies on how to grow and attract and even enroll some clients, right? Paid clients to your business. So we have a lot of strategies to give you. And although we only have 30 minutes, to share with you our knowledge, our tips and strategies, but we will make it your wow. We will make it worthwhile, basically. So I'm getting distracted here because I'm getting ping every single minute, seems like. Let me just check on something. So hang on a second. Okay, she's coming. Okay, fantastic. All right. Okay, I got a question. How do I get online? If you're seeing me right now, you are with us. You're with us. But okay, hang on. So yeah, my assistant, I know you're looking forward. Some of you are looking forward to chatting with Flory. She's wonderful. But she actually took off early today because she's got an emergency. So I went ahead and let her. Oh, wait, she's on. Okay, she made it. She is sharing our live. Flory, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Crystal,
Yes.
how are you doing, rock star?
I'm doing well. Looking like you, where there's like 30 things always going at once, right? Never just, welcome to entrepreneurship. You never know what you're going to get from day to day. And you're just putting out your fires and making sure, that your clients are happy. So yeah, I applaud you, girl. And live, right? Live, non-scripted. We're just going to put it out there.
Put it out there.
This is what it looks like. This is real.
Exactly. And that's what people love. We have this real business talk. And okay, I do want to be transparent out there. Whenever I do my pre-recording videos, you've seen my lessons and trainings and things like that. My secret to that is I edit my videos to polish it. So if you come across my online courses or even training that are pre-recorded and I seem so polished, I have proper grammar. I'm not doing I think, or yes, all that stuff, those pausing words. The secret is I go back and edit those videos. But this is us. This is me. This is Crystal. This is live. And like you said, Crystal, we are unscripted.
Unscripted. We're just going off the cuff. So
yeah,
I'm loving that. And I actually can't wait to talk to Carmella again as well. I thought we had a great conversation the last time the three of us got together. So I see her popping on.
sure. Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me go over here because I need to also check us out. Okay, YouTube, we are doing well.
This is my
Carmella,
first YouTube live. I'm super excited.
we got to get those views, girl. We got to get some exposure.
I know. That's gonna be my number one advice. Just do it. I need to take my own advice. I'm so bad about it. I'm like, oh, what if the lighting isn't right? And what if I don't have this? I'm like, go just turn the camera on. That's it. That's it.
Just turn it on. Just turn it on. So while Carmella is doing her thing behind the scene, I know she's doing some technical stuff, I think. Carmella, can you hear us? Maybe not yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's on mute.
Yeah, she looks like that's okay.
She's coming.
Yeah. All right. Well, you and I, we can go ahead and get started.
Sure.
So, yeah. So today's topic is about how do we attract, how do we get clients to our business without having to use social media? Okay. Now, for those of you, you're probably already thinking like, wait a minute, Iris, that's controversial. That's not right. What are you talking about? Well, the thing is, if you have been an entrepreneur for so long, or even a business professional, right? There's many ways to drive traffic to your business. You just have to be creative. And I'll be the first one to tell you that I do use social media to attract my ideal clients, right? I do use it just about every day. But the thing is, what happens if social media like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all those social channels, even Threads, right? I'm finally on there too. And within an hour, I've got like, a couple of hundred of people. But what happens if those social media platforms decide that, let's say they get shut down? Okay. What happens if they go away? What are you going to do to get clients to your business? Well, we are here to give you maybe 3 to 5 tips, strategies on how to get clients to your business. Because after all, without clients, you don't have a business. That's real talk, right? So every day we need to be thinking of how do we offer our products and service and get clients to our business. Not every day. I mean, it's fantastic if you can get clients every single day, right? But there's some of us, we have to build relationships. We have to nurture those relationships along the way. That way, when they're ready to buy, they are primed to buy. Then it's easy for us to say, okay, you know what? Come on board. I can definitely help you with that. Okay. So the very first thing is, Carmella, we lost her. She'll be right back.
Yeah, there's a note in the chat.
Oh, there is? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Maybe she needs to reboot.
Yeah.
But she'll be right back. She'll be right back. Oh, okay. There she is. Let me let her in. She's knocking on the door. Let me in. There you are. You made it.
Woo!
Get it.
All right, let's go, ladies. I was able to hear you. I heard you introducing us. Let's go.
Oh, see? I love Carmella because she's just like Crystal. Let's go. Let's go do this. We are ready to go. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Look at this. I have to give you guys, ladies, props. We did not even talk about this, but we're all matching. This is what happens when great minds think alike.
That's right. That's right.
We're syncing up.
This is fantastic. We have that synergy going on.
Yes,
Okay.
we do.
All right. Now, Carmella, I'm going to start with you. As you know, social media, we rely on social media, but there's better ways out there as well. There are other ways out there as well to attract clients to our business, right? And to me, I have known you for years and I've been following you all this time, you have attracted so many people out there. And I call you my rock star, right? I call you my trailblazer friend because you are. You are. And you have awesome strategies. And I know you do. You have awesome strategies to share with the audience what you do to attract clients to your business.
Yeah. So a couple of things. You have to be willing to put yourself out there. You have to be willing to talk about who you are, what you do, but you also have to be willing to listen. It's amazing when you get in a room and you listen to what people are saying. People always want to talk about themselves. So you listen and you find out who it is that you can help in the room. And then that's who you target in on. So that's one. Be willing to put yourself out there, be willing to talk, but more so be willing to listen. Put yourself in spaces where people are. We can't stay bottled up in our house or wherever and think, okay, I'm going to be able to attract people without social media because there's no people to attract in your house. So you have to get out, go to events. I go to events and things all the time. I socialize with people all the time. Wherever I am, I'm talking, listening, being friendly. And once you're friendly, people will open up and talk to you. So get out, go places and do things. Also, last night, I was talking to a client of mine. I literally, because of the stance that she's in, the population she's around is huge. She's, I won't say a celebrity, but she's there. So, and I want her clientele. So I lowered her coaching price some to get to her market. So last night I created a sheet that explains who I am, what I do about my new program, about my coaching, and she's going to give it out to her entire network. So it's partnering with or getting that information out there, getting into other people's warm market, because our warm market eventually goes away. But if you can get into other people's warm market, then you are able to get exposure that you never would have had. The people that she has, even though I'm a pro athlete mom, I still wouldn't have gotten into the NBA. I still wouldn't have gotten to some of these other moms and wives and girlfriends who need help. So that was big. So one, use other people's warm market. Even if you have to do a little, maybe take it less on the front, maybe lower your price or do something, give something on the front to get something on the back, then that can work as well. The other thing that I do is I have free events in my group. I literally go on for free. When people friend me on Facebook, can't say social media, never mind. But I still have free events like here in Fresno, in Chicago, have just get-togethers with friends. And girl, bring your friend, let's talk, let's have coffee, let's do this. And then once they hear about what I do, who I am, or I'll say, well, I know how you feel when I was in that situation. God, it was so overwhelming, but what I did was, and you'll start noticing, they'll be like, what? Okay, well, can I get your number afterwards then? And so that's another way. So have events where you're just talking with girls night, movie night, go out to dinner, because women like to talk about what's happening in their lives. My population, my avatar is women, make it happen women, business women, high achieving women. So I tend to hang around more of them. And when I get around them, I listen intently to what is happening in their lives. And if it is something that fits with what I do, then I offer suggestions, I offer tips and tricks. And if you want to get with me, here, take down my number. Let me take down yours. What's your number? I don't leave it to them to call me. I get them, girl, here's my number right here. Give me your number. Put it down, put it in a text, voice text them right there. I don't send a regular digital text. I send them a voice text. And I'm doing that intentionally because I want my voice to say something to them, to relate to them. And so I send them a voice text. Hey girl, I'm standing here right in front of you. It was so good to meet you. You are amazing. I can't wait to talk to you. here's my number, give me a call this week and let's chat. And so many times they do, and when they don't, then I check up on them. I'll give it about 3 to 4 days. So I'm not like, "Ugh." But then I'll go back and I'll say, hey girl, just want to check on you, see how you were doing. It was a pleasure meeting you. Let's chat. I have some time on, let's say Wednesday. I have a few minutes on Wednesday. Let's chat. And then most of the time they call. Because I don't know if it's because of the field I'm in, but if they're hurting, a lot of times they call. So those are my, that's what I do to get other people. Oh, the other thing no, that's social media. Never mind. Okay, that's what I do.
That is wonderful, Carmella. Oh my gosh. You know what? You had I don't even need to add to that. I don't, because those strategies work. Because I've done those strategies, right? And you and I, we've talked about that as well. And those work. And what it is eventually you're building that relationship. So the number one thing is networking. You've got to network no matter what. It's just essential to our business. Even if you don't feel like it, there are days that I don't feel like networking, but I have to think of, it's not about me. It's about the people that I'm going to serve. Okay, the people that I'm going to help. So networking. Number 2 is leveraging other people's brands and business. And that's how you do that, is when you connect with them, you're not only exposing your brand to that potential friend or collaborator, but you're also exposing your brand to their audience and their audience and their audience. So it multiplies. It has that ripple effect. And guess what? It's all zero. It's free. It's free, right? So, and then doing workshops. I know you do weekly workshops or seminars or live stream every single week. So you're getting people there. You're attracting so many people who resonates with your brand. And what you do is you're just adding value every single day and making sure that they are served. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That is fantastic. I love it. Love it. Okay, Crystal. You're also a brilliant attorney. I have the pleasure to work with for a few months now. And I know you're also what I call networking queen, because you know a lot of people in different industries, real estate industries, right? Clinical research industry, attorneys. I mean, gosh, is there anything you haven't done yet?
I'm sure there's a ton of things that I haven't done yet. And I get asked all the time, I was like, how do you do it all? I was like, I don't know. I just like being in the entrepreneurship world. So I just have different niches. But I wholeheartedly agree with Carmella, like good old fashioned networking, right? Good old fashioned networking and showing up and being present and being a part of the conversation. And even if I'm going to get into the whole listening part because I agree with that. I just wanted to add, sometimes I, like Iris, just have a little introverted self. And I don't always, I love the whole follow up with a voice message text. But what I do is I love to get business cards that have addresses on them. And I'm a very old fashioned Southern belle, and I write a handwritten letter and I stick some of my advertising in there, whether it's some pens, some mints, hand sanitizer, things like that. And I have it in a nice, pretty little box. I write a little letter. It was so nice meeting you at please see, we have a new venture with e-trainings, would love to contact you, get in touch. And so they have a handwritten letter, some little trinkets. Everybody loves gifts. We send it and it's a complete surprise because they're not expecting to get anything, let alone like a handwritten letter and like some little trinkets. So I've started doing that just as kind of a follow-up. Just because, we get 1,000 pieces of mail that we don't care about and emails. So I just thought it was something different to do on a follow-up. I agree with totally showing up in the room. I have a trip that I'm going on. It is to Africa, to Nairobi in September, about bringing clinical trials to Africa. Now, mind you, I know nothing about African law. nothing like that, but I want to be a part of the conversation. So I'm going just to listen to even see if I can help. Maybe I can help develop some trainings for some contract managers that are going to negotiate some contracts in Africa. I can liaise with an attorney there to kind of develop those trainings. But it just sounds so exciting. And I was like, you know what? I just want to be in the room. These women are super powerhouses. When I went to their conference last year, I was just blown away. I was like, okay, whatever they're doing, I want to be a part of. And so I'm going, Carmella, just to listen. I have no idea what I can offer, but I'm going just to listen, just to see where it's going, where it could be. The title of the conference is The Future is Female, and I wholeheartedly believe that. And so I cannot wait for the empowerment, for everything that's going to come from that conference, and to see like where that's going to lead. But that's just some things where it's just networking and showing up. Sometimes I don't even know if I fit in the space. I can't tell you how many times I go somewhere. How I met Iris. I went to an association of clinical research professionals. Now, normally these are your project managers, your clinical research associates, normally your contracts people, or I don't ever feel like we're kind of invited to that table, right? To that conversation. I said, you know what? I'm going to go anyway. I went anyway. I, talked all my fears down and whatever. I was like, I'm just going to go. It was right before Christmas. I was tired. It was like 7 o'clock at night. I was like, I'm just going to go anyway. Went, had a wonderful time, started talking about a vision that I had, that was a need that was in our community. And little beknownst to me, somebody beside me was like, hey, I think I know somebody that can help you make this happen. And I was like, really? So started talking. Like a couple of months later, I could introduce to Iris, and like the rest is history. So even showing up in spaces where you think, I might not be able to help, or I might not be able to, you don't know. It's kind of unknown. Show up anyway. What's the worst that could happen? Show up anyway, because you never know who you're going to meet, who you're going to be in contact with, who could help you with that. And then real estate is a whole nother venture. Like that's my clinical research. Real estate is like my fun. That's where I get to talk to people. I like to look at houses too. I'm obsessed with tiny houses. That's like a little known secret about. I love tiny houses. So anybody that wants to look at tiny houses, I'm like, yeah, let's go. So that's like my fun part. Like I do listings and buyers. Listings are great, but they're kind of set up once they're done. But buyers, that's where kind of all the fun is. And you go around and you look, and you're trying to find the perfect house for someone. So that's kind of like my kind of fun thing that I get to do, where I'm out. And then to me, it helps you be out in the community. You'd be surprised what a lot of real estate agents know about a particular community, not just like the housing trends, but like local festivals that are going on, things, activities to do for kids, activities to do for couples, best restaurants to go eat at, like so many different things that you really wouldn't think of. Before I got into it, I wouldn't have thought to ask a real estate agent that, but now that I'm in it, I'm like, Lord, they really do give us a plethora of information about the community. So show up. Even if you think you don't belong there, or even if you might not know if you belong there, show up anyway. And you do have to get out of your house. You do have to go places, and maybe you do some Zoom calls, I join things that I probably don't fit into all the time. I'm like, all right, well, let's see what I can do. I'll be the first. I'll trailblaze it. Let's see what happens. Join organizations. I think that helps a lot with networking and getting into certain spaces. And just talking, like just being able to just sit down and talk and have a conversation that may or may not lead to business, right? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But you don't know if like that person you talk to may introduce you to somebody, and then boom, there you go. So I would show up even if you think you don't belong there.
I love that. I love that. See, what did I tell you? You ladies are just fantastic, right? I'm learning every day from you. Okay. So I guess it's my turn, right?
That's right.
Okay, I'm going to give you three more strategies, and hopefully this will also work with many entrepreneurs out there, because these three strategies I have done as well, and it worked for me, and it still works for me to this day. Number one is podcasting, or being interviewed to be on a podcast. And as you know, there are millions of podcasts out there, especially those organizers who are always looking for guests to be interviewed. I mean, you can go to Facebook right now and you'll see a ton of groups asking for entrepreneurs to be on their show. So there's so many out there. I mean, different themes, right? Different areas in business. And like Crystal said, there are other times where I have been interviewed with by organizers who are not even in my field, who are not even business coaches, but they're in other realms. And I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot, have fun. I always have this mindset, I'm going to have fun no matter what. Okay, no matter what. So as a matter of fact, because of that, one of my podcasts has been in his show or platform for, I think, almost 5 years now. And I still get clients from that talk. And I was talking about personal branding at that time. So I think it was more than 5 years ago, because I remember doing personal branding many, many years ago. So even to this day, people reach out to me and say, hey, Iris, I heard you from back in the day. Are you still doing branding? And I'm thinking, not really, but how can I help you? Right? How can I help you? So I've got clients from podcasting and from being interviewed. So that's one. Number two, now for those of you who loves to network as well, you can sign up and join Chamber of Commerce in your local states, Chamber of Commerce. Now, mind you, there are some fees to join Chamber of Commerce, but they're always looking for entrepreneurs, business professionals, even not just entrepreneurs, but also like if you have a mom and pop store, like, you can be a restaurant owner, you can be, you can have a cleaning services, things like that, plumbers, automobiles, in the auto industry. Anybody can pretty much sign up for a local Chamber of Commerce. And then they have these monthly workshops where you can get invited to speak in front of hundreds or 500 people. And you'll be able to share your stories and then how you can help them and all that good stuff. So you can do that. I've done that before. I used to sign up. I think I signed up between 5 to 6 Chamber of Commerce in the past before. And let me tell you though, before I got into social media, I was busy going from one place to another, not only listening, like Carmella and Crystal said, listening to what people have to say, but also networking and building those relationships. And then I get referrals that way, right? It's so easy and it's free. As far as getting some collaborations and partnering and getting those referrals. So that's the second one. Number 3, and this is what I do as well, is whenever I'm ready to really 10x my business, I do paid ads without having to be on camera. I mean, well, let me take that back. If I want to do ads with me being on a camera and me speaking and all that stuff, right, then obviously I'll be doing that. But one thing that I do as well is if I want to 10x my business is I turn on paid ads. And I know for many, you probably don't have a big budget, but do not discourage by not using paid ads, because you can start at $10 or $50 a day. $10 to $50 a day. I recommend between $50 to $100 a day, and just turn it on for a few days to see what kind of tractions you get. And always check your metrics, always check your what they call KPI, all that good stuff, right? The analytics and the statistics and all that stuff to make sure that you're on track. Because if you're not on track and you're not getting tractions, you're not getting those ideal clients that you're trying to resonate, then you can always turn it off and then reset the campaign and do it again until you figure out that sweet spot for your business. That's how paid ad goes. Okay, it's always about testing, tweaking, and then redoing it again, retesting. And you can have fun running ads, especially, let's say, if you spend $1 and then you get $10 back, woo, you are banking it right there, right? Just imagine if you're spending $1,000 and then you get $10,000, $50,000 back. Would you want to do paid ads all day? Oh yeah. Especially if you want to get to, if you want to have thousands or even millions of exposures without you having to get on camera like this or doing live broadcasts or having to bug your family or friends every day, just say, hey, I've got this thing going on. Can you buy for me? From me? I would highly recommend paid ads. That is, if you're ready for that. There is some learning curve in doing that. And mind you, I am not a Facebook guru or expert in that capacity, but I know well enough how to run one. I don't always run it because there are times that I'm not ready to do certain things, and I have clients that I need to attend to and things like that. But if you want to 10x your business, definitely paid ads is a good way to go. So that's all I have. I mean, I have a few more, and I'm sure Carmella and Crystal also have 100 more tips to give us, but that's all we have for today. So Carmella and Crystal, before we leave this business talk, do you mind leaving us, let's say, either a tip or a strategy or some motivational quote to our audience? What would that be?
Mine would be, self-care is not a luxury, it is a necessity. You won't have a business, a family, a life to take care of if you don't take care of you first.
That's true.
That's mine. Take care of you. You're important.
Agreed. As we're talking about networking, I would say if you're someone who networks and goes out a lot, I would invest in a digital business card. They're one of the best things that happen and come up with. I do have paper business cards because I have a lot of seasoned professionals in my realm that love a good paper business card, but my new millennials love it. So you just tap a phone and it brings all your information over. It actually makes a contact. So it's actually a great way that if you either run out of business cards, you just want something new, it's really quick. You can always have it on you and you just tap and move on. So, and they're fairly inexpensive. I think they're around $30 to $50. And so, and then it always links you to your information. So that would be one of my tips, is to get a digital business card.
Yeah. Yeah. Nowadays, we need something like that, right? We do. We do. To make
and
it,
it gives them access to all your social media. But you put how much ever information you want in your profile, right? If you want to list all your social media platforms, if you want to put a great quote up there, if you want to talk about self-care, if you want to talk about something that week, you can put it all in your profile. So when they tap it, they get all that pulled over to their phones.
Right. Right. Makes things a lot easier for many.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and then I'm always at the supermarket and I'll start talking to somebody. I'm like, Lord, I ain't got no business cards on me. But that digital card always stays in my wallet. So I can just always pull that out and tap with somebody, because it's hit or miss as to whether or not I've refilled my business card holder when I'm just out and about running errands.
Yeah.
Wow, nice. I'm gonna have to look into that like
today.
today.
I'll send you a link. I use Link. It's called LINQ. I use their digital business card. They have a card. They have a bracelet. Like if you want to wear, I don't have it over here, but it looks like those Live Strong bracelets, like those plastic bracelets. You can actually tap the bracelet. I have a sign that.
What?
I know. She's
I have the whole thing
prepared.
Wait, let me look over. I might have one in here. Let me see. Nope, I don't have one in there.
But a bracelet that you wear that has your
bracelet, girl. A bracelet, girl. They out here. So when I'm like hosting at a table or something, I don't know if you guys can see this, but like this sits on my table. They can actually scan right here and go get all of my information. Just so you don't have to keep business cards on you. I have them, but like I said, sometimes people just don't want to. For what people love the phone, right? They don't want to have to keep up with the paper or whatnot. People just love the phone. So I was trying to find a way to like reach my audience better, or people better. How do I keep up with them? And then it gives me their contact information, right? So then I can follow up with them, and hopefully, if they share a business address, like I said, I'll follow up with my little, it's just like a little box that I put together with a handwritten letter. And I just think that that's so it's outdated. People don't do it anymore. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna bring it back. I love a good handwritten letter. I put a seal on it and everything. It looks
Nice.
like it's somebody important. I'm like, it ain't. It's just for me.
I might have to steal that. I'm telling you now. I'm gonna be like,
Girl,
the
the seal is presidential, girl. It's presidential. They remember that. I get more remembers on that seal. They're like, you the lady with that wax seal on the back of your stuff. I was like, yep, that's me.
I'm gonna have to steal that, Crystal. I'm gonna have to steal. The first 5 times I do it, I'll say, Crystal told me about this. But after that, Crystal, that's on me, girl. That's on me.
Girl, take it. The wax seal, it says it sets off a letter. Now the post office probably wish I stopped doing it, but I love it. Nice.
That's amazing. Amazing. Well, to add to that, because I know we only have 1 minute to go, but to add to what Crystal has said is this: no matter what you do, when it comes to either, you presenting your offer, your product or service, often have a CTA toward the end. In other words, often have a call to action. And it doesn't have to be always about business, right? It doesn't always have to be you saying, okay, you know what? I have this product or service right here. Go ahead and enroll now because it's closing soon, right? It doesn't always have to be like that sales pitch. But what you can do is you can also recommend or even let them know that you have a group, right? That you have a group that you are growing and you would love to continue connecting with them using your group. So speaking of group, I want to invite everyone out there who are listening in and also who wants to join us in our fun group to go ahead and search facebook.com/groups/FEMCEO Summit. Again, that's groups/FEMCEO Summit. That's all I have for today, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. Thank you for showing up all the time. This is the reason why you guys are rock stars in my book, and I just love you both.
Thank you, Iris. This was awesome. Great tips. I'm going to use them.
Agreed. I can't wait.